Good morning. This is Jack from Charting the Market, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 7th of February. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Apart from news bombs, I'm leaning towards this heading back up into retests of the all-time highs on ES and ES and YM certainly, leaning towards seeing that on NQ as well. But I would say we've got something this morning which might need to be resolved, which is we've got a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed on NQ. We've got a possible full 60-minute sell signal brewing, on ES rather, but we've got a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing on NQ. We've got a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed on RTY, but that's already reached the possible near miss target. YM, to be honest, this sell signal was so weak I didn't include it. I mean, it's not an awful lot. DAX, we've got possible 60-minute sell signal brewing and trying to fix at the moment. ESDX, so we've got a bit of negative divergence here. It's not beyond the balance possibility at all that we do some retracement here. I'm not leaning towards seeing anything more than that really, but I would note we've got some nice little double tops here. Nice little nested double top on ES here, actually. So there's no particular reason for this to be going down that I can see. But if we did see a sustained break below about the 60-70 area, that would have a target in the 60-30 area, and we could do that. We shall see. So we've got a little double top here on ES. We've got a little double top here potentially on NQ as well. Not as nice. RTY we don't. YM we don't. It's thin. But I am wondering about seeing some retracement here and consolidation here. We will see how that goes. All right, looking at the bigger picture charts. We did break that little wedge here. We do have a little double top here. I'm wondering whether we might. This is, again, I mean, we're talking about 60 handles here potentially, but it's not a lot to hang out on. So do we have anything on the bigger picture charts here? Not really. On the hourly chart, certainly nothing on the daily. I'm leaning higher here. We should see a retest, I think, of 6128.18 on SPX. We should see a retest of 450.36, which actually we've almost seen already, but not quite. Here on Dia and Qs, I would like to see a retest of 538.28. It would be a cleaner setup if we do get it, and it's making progress. And we're almost back up to this high here at 531.52, but we will see how it goes. All right, let's have a look at IWM. IWM, we've already made it back up into the retest of 230.32. I'm skeptical about seeing anything bigger from here, but I do like this trend line here, which I've drawn. It's really nice, and I've got a possible target there at about the 233 area, which I'm thinking we might do. And if we're going to see retests of the all-time highs on Dia and SPX, then there's a pretty good chance we're going to do that too. Looking at the hourly chart, we had an RSI 5 sell signal yesterday, and that's already made target. So everything looking pretty good here. We're all solidly above the daily middle bands. I am wondering about a bit of retracement today, but we don't need to see that. All right, DAX. RSI 5 sell signal fixed, and we've now got a possible full-sized RSI 14 sell signal brewing. Nikkei is still kicking around near the daily middle band and really has barely moved in the last few days, so we'll see. All right, great. Let's have a look at the DX chart. DX, I'm still wondering about a retest of this high here. We didn't quite make it on this last move up. ZB has gone a little higher, and I'm wondering about resistance here. We shall see. I mean, certainly there's a case for a little level top here, possibly, but I'm wondering whether we're going to return back to the weekly pivot area in 114, because that's where rising support is. On CL, we've got a decision to make. I thought it would get made yesterday, but we've made a lower low here, and it's thinking about it. We've got a potential little double bottom. This could resolve up, but I have to say we've got a nice looking head and shoulder target down in the 64.5 area, and I'm thinking it may well go there. NG again either fails here in which case it could head down to 2.85 and potentially a lot lower, or heads back up to retest the high, and that decision is still being made. GC, testing the highs and consolidating a bit. 60-minute sell signal reached the possible near miss target. SI, the 60-minute sell signal reached the possible near miss target. We got possible larger double top on SI and not really on GC. I'd quite like to see this go higher into this trend line here, which I've got in about the 29.30 area now. On HG, we have gone higher. We retested this high. I was saying there's no particular reason I could see that it would stop, and at the moment it is continuing higher. I'm still liking all the metals here, although obviously they've already had quite a lot of their rises. Let's just have a look at the bear flag on GBP. Still holding that nice resistance trend line, and I'm still wondering if this might be an indicator that we're going to see a retest of the lows here and a retest of the highs on US dollar. Looking at KC. KC, we've got no current divergence. We've had 2 sell signals fail so far, and this has been a very strong trending move, and it's doubled really in the last 3 months. And that's not surprising because when we were here, I was talking about the fact that the crop was looking as though it might be smaller than expected, weather had not been kind, and that took a while to take effect, but it's sure it's taken effect now. SB. SB heading a little higher here. I'm liking a possible IHS neckline forming here. It's possible it's formed already. I'm leaning towards the long side here on CC. We're still consolidating, and it's uncertain what we're looking at here, but I think overall this is likely to be a bullish consolidation. On ZW, has continued higher, no current divergence. On corn, still got a potential level top here, which I'm watching, and a potential level top here on soy, which I'm watching. On cotton, still leaning towards seeing a retest of this low, not really seeing a pattern here at the moment. On lumber, making its way back up here. Obviously, this looks as though it's going to have a big reaction if we do actually get Canadian tariffs, which of course is still a possibility, but at least 3 weeks away. On live cattle, this looks like a bull flag forming, and we'll see. I don't think there's a decent pattern there so far. On lean hogs, is heading back up into a retest of these highs. Week 60-minute buy signal is fixed and hasn't made the full target yet. All right, great. Let's have a look at questions, of which we have none. Okay, there is a risk here. We've got some weak sell signals fixed. It's not an awful lot. We've got a weak sell signal fixed on ES. We've got a possible sell signal brewing on NQ. RTY's got one, but it's already made the possible near miss target, and DAX has one brewing. And if we're here by the end of the hour, it will fix. It's not an awful lot to be basing a significant decline on, and I've still got targets higher. I'm leaning towards this going higher, but I am wondering if we might consolidate today. So we shall see. My pleasure as always, guys. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to have going to visit my. I'm having lunch with my 2 sons in Birmingham tomorrow, so that'll be fun. So anyway, everyone have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Monday.